To events in Ukraine now, where more than 260 of its fighters have been evacuated from steelworks in Mariupol, where they've been making a last stand. They've been taken to Russian-controlled territory, and the injured are being treated in hospital. They've been described as heroes who changed the course of the war by Ukraine's government. But it now means Russian forces have control of the key southern port city. From Ukraine, Rachel Younger has the latest.
Out of the darkness, a glimmer of light. A convoy of buses carrying the wounded away from the horror of the steelworks into enemy territory and the unknown. With daylight came a first glimpse of some of the evacuated Ukrainian fighters, according to the Russian military, who released these pictures, along with a promise that their treatment will conform to international standards. Finally, after weeks of enduring the unimaginable. No food, no water, no medicine, says Ludmila, who shows me her son Anatoly, whose leg was amputated beneath the steelworks. She tells me she's a bit calmer now, because she hopes he was one of those on the buses, but still, I just wish there was someone who could guarantee their safety, she says, so they won't go missing now, so nothing will happen to them.
They lost about 20-30 kilograms.
Lily's husband, her childhood sweetheart, was in there too.
We have maybe a kind of hope, a little kind of hope, but we don't trust Russia at all. We don't know how to feel and what to think.
How can they, with Russian-backed fighters releasing footage like this, apparently patrolling the ruins? Beneath them are believed to be men still waiting to learn their fate. We're right in front of Azovstal, he says. Our task, to clean it out and to eliminate the enemy, these Nazis. But that enemy successfully held off everything the Russians could throw at them for 82 days, a powerful symbol of resistance. Ukraine needs Ukrainian heroes, alive, said President Zelensky. Thanks to the actions of the armed forces of Ukraine intelligence, the negotiating team, the Red Cross and the UN, we hope to be able to save the lives of our men. He's assured every fighter behind Mariupol's last stand that their mission is complete.
Papa, save Azov!
But with Moscow's plans for them unclear, the fight may be just beginning for those they've left behind. Pressing for their safe return is a vow they're determined to keep.
Well, Rachel is in Kyiv tonight. And Rachel, how will this affect the course of the war?
Well, it's without doubt a significant victory for the Russians, but it must be said it's one of the few places over the past few weeks where the war has been going in Russia's direction, and that may well be because of the fierce defence put up by the steelworks defenders, really taking away military resource that the Russians might have wanted to use elsewhere. But what is notable, I think, is the reaction in Moscow. It has been rather muted. Yes, it's been reported on Russian state television as a surrender pretty fairly. President Zelensky here has admitted there was no military option for him for getting his way out. But no great talk of victory from Vladimir Putin, who instead has been talking about energy prices. Now, that may be because there is still talk going on about a possible exchange of Ukrainian fighters for Russian prisoners of war. It may be there are high-value people he wants back, that it's a delicate moment. But given the losses of Russian fighters in this war, that hasn't generally been his chief preoccupation. So I think it's fair to say this could be a critical juncture. Will he use the resources freed up in Mariupol to push harder in the east? Or will having got this critical land bridge between Russia and Crimea be enough for him to start selling this as a victory, enough, job done to the Russian people?